Currently in space. Are we live? Looks like it. Hey guys. Sam here, back again. We are. What are we going to do? We are going to We're going to animate lights around a logo in After Effects. Hope you guys are doing well. Let's see. Unable to connect. Hold on. Let me. Gotta do a little refresh real quick on my end. Just to make sure I can see your chat. Okay. Alright. So we're good now. So yeah, I want to show you exactly what you saw like in the thumbnail, which is that Fox logo that I've used in the past from my buddy Chris. His company is Rococo Innovations, and he does business consulting and chatbots and marketing and everything like that. So check him out if you want. Go to rococoinnovations.com. But anyways, I took his logo that I designed for him way back, and I wanted to have it reveal by having like a light go like around it. So let me show you as I start it up here. Okay, so what we're looking at, let me just verify. Okay, so what we're looking at is in the middle of the light animation. So this is the one that I created. So we're basically going to recreate this. And there's a lot of like steps to it, and it's kind of like it's using very complicated software and kind of just doing like plugging in the numbers and getting the result. It's not necessarily about exploring the tools that we're going to use. It's going to be more just like kind of following a path to like obtain what we need. So, and that's mostly because we don't really have like all the time in the world to do this, because it's a pretty complicated effect, even though it looks pretty simple. So, I think it's going to be kind of, yeah, so it's going to render out here. Let me get it real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so, is it here? No. I don't remember where I put it. Oh, wait, yes I do. Dun, dun, dun. It is in here, and it is right here. Okay, I think you guys can see this. Alright, so we're going to do this. So restart that. So light comes in, does the trail around, and then it fades in. Okay? So that's what we got right here. And we got all these keyframes that are making it do that. This is also on a transparent background. But because it's a light, it needs a black background in order to really have the effect. It's because it kind of turns the logo into a black background, so it's casting shadows on it. So you want that black background. Yeah, and so we're going to create this light with an optical flare. And then Optical Flares is a plugin, just to make sure. I have it in the description on how to get it. But it's not there. I didn't put any details, so just send me an email at sam@ParEdits.com, and then we can get it for you. And then the trail behind it is also it's a Red Giant plugin. And Red Giant is pretty expensive plugins, but they give you a 14-day trial. So if you're really just trying to accomplish this, trying to accomplish anything with this light trail here that I created, you can use Red Giant's plugin the way I show you. In those 14 days, there will be no watermark. Export whatever you need, and go from there. So, okay. So yeah, this is what we're going to do. It trails off, and then the logo fades on. Okay? So first thing we're going to do is we are going to create a new comp. Okay? I'm going to call this logo light demo. Okay, and you could do this with any shape, by the way. I did it with the Fox shape, but you could do it with a circle. You could do it with literally any outline of anything. So let's, you know what? Maybe I should switch up the logo then. Nah, I'll just show you how to do the same thing. Okay, so we're going to take the logo. Okay, it's too big, and I want to create a mask from it. So if I scale it down, the mask is going to be scaled down too. So I'm going to delete this, and I already pre-comped it, right? Yeah. So I just have it right here. So I pre-comped it, so it's the right size, because when you click inside of here, it is a 14 scale on a 1080p comp, and then I close out of that. And so now I have it exactly how I want, 14 scale inside of my 1080p comp. So this is my logo. Generally, if you just upload any old image that you're trying to do it with, you can just pop it in. So we got the logo. So first, let's go ahead and select it. Let's go to Layer, and let's bring it all the way down to Auto Trace. So we are going to have everything the way it is. Channel alpha, 0, tolerance 1, threshold 50. Everything should be these settings. Click on that. And then you get a nice traced mask of your image. And so we need this mask information, because what After Effects can do is you can have a mask, and then you can actually turn it into like a path. So like an animation path with position keyframes for the light to follow. So we want to pick a point where we want the light to start, or where we want the animations to start. So I'm going to hold Control and click on this one keyframe. I'm going to right click it, go to Mask and Shape Path, and then set the first vertex, because that's where the light is going to start the animation. Okay, so it's going to start right there, and then now I'm going to hit New, and then Light, and then let's make sure it's a point light. We can keep it white. We're going to call it Light, and everything else is good. We're going to hit OK. It's totally fine. Okay, now we got a light, and then we're going to take the mask path. Okay, I got some notes for this. So we're going to take the mask path, and we're going to copy the path onto the light's position. So click on path right here, copy it, go to light, press P to bring up position, go to the beginning, and paste it. Okay, look at that. Now the light has a bunch of position keyframes. So if we scroll through, you can see that the light is moving. And obviously the light's not doing anything, but it's because we're not in 3D mode, so the light has no effect on the logo. But you can see like it does the whole path. And we can slow it down by highlighting every single keyframe, holding Alt, click on the last one, and then pulling out the keyframes just like that. So we're going to make it a process over about 5 seconds. So this is the light going through about 5 seconds. Just going to go around. Okay, we can change that speed however we want. If we want to loop it, we can do Control C, go to the end keyframe, hold Shift to snap it, Control V, and then we got another loop. See, just a nice simple loop. Okay. And so what I did is I wanted to make it so that the light, I'm going to select all these again. I wanted to make it so that the light would come on screen from off screen. So I'm going to animate that. This is all before we have the effect. So I'm going to hold Alt, drag these in, pull these to the middle. All right. And we are going to put a position keyframe right here. We're going to drag this all the way off screen. Just all the way off screen. Okay. There we go. And to make it so that the speed of this movement matches the speed throughout the animation. Hold on, let me do it for leaving. So once it's complete, I'm going to have it leave also. Okay, so the speed of it leaving and the speed of it entering, in order to even out the speed throughout the whole thing, because otherwise it's probably going to be really fast here and then it's going to slow down around. So we are going to select the first keyframe once it gets to the logo, and we're going to do rove across time. And we're also going to do the last keyframe once it leaves the logo, rove across time. So now it's going to be the same speed the whole time. So it goes around twice and then it leaves. Okay. So now we have our light animation. What we want to do next is add our optical flares. So we're going to do new solid. Could be just a new solid, doesn't matter any color. Effects and presets, optical. So optical flares once again is a plugin. Just email me if you need it. Otherwise, you can purchase it from videocopilot.com. Okay, so now we got our optical flare. Let's go to options. Okay, and then let's remove glint, remove that glow, and remove like everything else attached to this. Okay, And then we're going to take this brightness and we're going to make it 50. Okay, keep that scaled down. So now we got a little pin light. Okay, so now we are going to click on positioning mode, go to source type, and then go to track lights. Okay, so now it should be off screen, and here it comes. Dun, dun, dun. There's the optical flare. Woo! So now the optical flare is going around this path. Okay, I think I might want to make it a little brighter. So let's go back in here, up that brightness. Ooh, pretty. Okay. All right, doing good. Yep, doing well. Okay. So we got the optical flares, and now we're tracking the light. And let's go ahead and change the color now. So we can make it so that the light, color of the light, we get rid of this position. We can go to light options. We can change the color and make it red. Bam! Now we got a red light. Or to match the brand, we can make it like an orange. Bam! Now we got an orange light. Cool. So there's an orange light going around. La 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 la. Okay. All right. Next, we want to create the trail. So we're going to minimize that light, and then we're going to go to New, dun, 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 Solid. We call this Trail. Okay. And here's another effect. You can get a 14-day trial for what's it called? Trap code. Red Giant's trap code. So trap code is like their big effects bundle, and then within that effects bundle, we want particular. So we installed Red Giant's trap code, and then it allowed us to access the particular effect. And you can find that on Red Giant's website if you search Red Giant trap code, and then you can get a 14-day trial and install it into your After Effects. So I'm going to do particular. We're going to grab this particular effect from Red Giant trap code. We're going to drop that on the trail. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so now we got some particles, right? So we're going to go to emitter. We're going to change the particles per second to about 500. Okay. And then we're going to change the emitter type to lights. Okay, it says in this mode, lights are used as particle emitters. Only lights whose names start with emitter are used. Create a light with new layer, new light. You know, we already got that. Change the name to emitter. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to choose the name under lighting naming. Instead of emitter, we're going to do light because we already have a light. Okay, so now these particles are following this light. And it's pretty crazy right now, actually. I mean, look at this. Hold on. First it's like, whoa, dude. Sorry, my computer's flipping out. See, it's like all these particles are following the light. Okay. Doing well. Okay, great. So we got all these particles following this light. Next, we want to change this to 10x linear because that'll. Actually, we'll do that later. I'll show you the effect of that, but it doesn't show up yet. So we got 500 for particles. Then we're going to go into all of the velocity settings. We're going to set it to 0, set the random to 0, set the distribution to 0, set the velocity from motion to 0, and set the emitter size to 0. Okay, so now we got a line. So like everything is all aligned. All those particles are all like gathered up now. Now we can see, I think once we change this now to 10x linear, it should be a little smoother. Okay, yeah, so it's like, it gives it a little more of a bounce. If you want, you can mess with these position subframes to kind of get it around your logo the way you need it. But yeah, if we advance through here, we can, bam. Did I move something? Wait. Yeah, it did. Okay, so now we got the logo. Look at that. It's already looking pretty sick. Okay. Now we want to go to the particle master because this is now going to refine what this white line looks like. So we're going to go to the particle master. We're going to change the life to like 1.2. Okay. Change the particle type. Is this what? No, we're going to leave that. We're going to go to the size, though. We're going to go down here, and we're going to go to size over life. So this is the size in which the particles are over time, so like throughout their life. So we're going to click on this preset button. Mine's kind of covered. Just going to kind of drag this out here. Presets. We're going to do this smooth, like downslope. Okay, so I'm going to click that, and you can see now it's starting to fade off. Okay, and we're also going to do the same exact thing for opacity over life. So you're going to click on that preset, do that drop down. Okay, now it's got some opacity trailing down. Okay, next, where am I? We want to make sure that the trail has the same color as the light, because otherwise, like, you know, it's just a white trail no matter what color the light. And so it's kind of a little more realistic, and it's cooler if you set the color from the light emitter. There we go. Now we got an orange trail. Okay. So let's see how that looks. Well, it's gonna load here. But in the meantime, I hope this all makes sense to you guys. I love like this effect. I think it's so cool. You can like outline anything in lights. You can do all sorts of different flare effects from Optical Flares. You can have a different trail look. Like both of these effects just like create so much customization for, you know, what you're trying to do. Like outlining things in paths is like incredibly cool. Like no one really does that. So if you can get your hands on these effects, they're pretty easy to install and not that hard to use, especially the way that I just showed you. Also, if you go to particular and click on that big designer button, so if we go up here and we click this big designer button, it gives us a huge like sandbox of different like trails and crazy like I guess cinema 4D-esque elements. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, we got our trail here. It's all going at the same time. Hope this is pretty easy to you guys. Oh, I have it going around twice. Okay. We'll let's just watch what we got. Okay. So we got the light going, bouncing, bam. Does it twice. I guess I'll let it continue rendering, because now I want to make it so that while the light is going around, I want it to like see the logo behind it. So in order to do that, we're going to change the depth. So we're going to make this 3D. Okay. We're going to take the position of the logo. We're going to make it like the Z go down to like 4. Okay. Nope. Can we not see it? Am I missing something? We at 100% opacity? We are. All right, come on. I see you. Did I miss a selection? That would be good to know. Missing anything over here? I don't think so. Oh, you know what? It's because of the mask. So let's delete the mask. Bam. And then let's go to P. Interesting. Where is my super suit? So I'm trying to get the logo to show up behind. I mean, I can always just copy paste it and make it so it's not 3D. Is it because? Oh, I remember why. Optical flares. We don't want it on black. We want it over the original. Or transparent. That is why. There we go. Okay, so yeah. Remember that. Optical flares. Render mode on transparent, not on black. Because if it's on black, it won't show anything underneath. So I gotta do it on transparent. Cool, cool. Okay. So now it looks like we are lighting up our logo. If we put it to 0, it goes black. We kind of push it out more. Look at that. The light's really, really shining on this. It's pretty beautiful. You know what we're gonna do? We'll start at 0. We are going to take this and we are going to go to like 100. Maybe like 400. That'd be silly. Probably because it's not lined up. You can see the logo. Go here. So you see the outline of the logo. As the light comes in. It's shining all over the logo. Look at that. It's so pretty. Okay, so now it's going on the outside of the logo because I changed the depth. Not sure if I'm going to want that. So far it looks cool, but I think it's going to go inside the ear on this next bend. Yeah. So that's why in the other one, in this one, position, I kept it. I had to animate a little bit. I had to go from 4 to 0 because I wanted it to fade in here. So here, maybe I'll do like this. Okay. So right here, you can see I start at 4 depth, but also I have the opacity come in. So it's got no opacity until about here because this is when the light actually encroaches. So the light comes in. No, I think I like the light color on this better. Hold on, let me get... Dun, dun, dun. I want this color. Copy that hex code. Go in here. And... whoa, bam! Cool. Yes, I like this much better. It was too yellow before. Okay. So yeah, we have the logo fading on. It's not moving because I want the light to go around it. But yeah, hope you guys like this. Also, I think if you look at the light here, you can see that the trail comes from like the middle of the light, and then relative to here, it's like even more in the middle. And I kind of made it trail off at the beginning. So if we go back to the trail, we can see opacity over life. See, I made it so that the opacity starts off low. I can grab this keyframe. See, now I'm kind of fading it out of the light. Okay. So let's see how that looks. I think that allows us yeah, we can see. Yeah, so now the light's there. Can we put the flare over the trail? Yeah, that works too. So we can just put the flare on top of the trail, and then that would make sense as well. But yeah, now we've got a light, we're drawing our logo. So you can do this with any logo, and then you can pre-comp this. And let's see. I'm just gonna. Dun, dun, dun. We did logo light demo, so I'm just gonna do another comp. I'm gonna put the logo light demo inside of it, and then we are going to hit scale. We're going to just. Oh, that is humongo. What, 14? Okay. And then we're gonna scale. Let's go at 14. Go to this. Let's make this like 20. Nope. Too big. Oh. 15. That's fine. There we go. And then just over time, it should scale up. Oh, I still have the the position keyframe. Get rid of that. We'll just put this at 4 so we can see it. Yeah, I guess it's not loading that great, but ultimately, like, it'll be this rendered effect, and then oh, I think it's because of the scale, but it'll be this rendered effect, and then we could just have it zoom in. So you could just do layers and layers of effects on top of this. Yeah, let's mess around. We got a few more minutes, so let's mess around with the particular. Let's go inside the designer. Okay, so we got this trail going on, but what if I want to change up the trail? Let's go into the presets. Okay, we got light and magic. So here we got a little energy stream. We can click and drag and like play around in here. Blue swarm with tail. Electric dance. Ghost trail. Look at that. Wow. Okay, so then let's just apply this. And then let's make sure that our emitter is on the lights. Look at that. That's pretty neat. So if you have this go fast enough, it can be like a little magic effect. Let's play that. There's a lot of particles going on, so it's kind of hard to load, but yeah, particular is an incredible effect. It's pretty expensive, but good thing it has a 14-day trial, so you can mess around with it. But like this is an effect that people, working on Marvel's Avengers, like they use Red Giant's tools, and so this is one of the presets and effects that they have available out of their whole website. Yeah, so we still have the light there, but the trail is really cool. Let's go back into the designer. Click on that. Let's go to the presets again. This is lights and magic. Maybe we got like motion graphics. We do fluid. What if we did? What is this? Oh man, I want to see what happens here. What is going on? Oh, we gotta attach it. Make sure emitter type is on the light. Oh no. Oh no. Holy crap! Why is that happening? Oh, they're like orbiting around the light as it moves. Wow, so it just creates a bunch of little orbits. Man, see this has so much potential. And I mean, obviously we're just playing around here. I can just undo each update and get back to my light. There we go. It's got my light trail that we created earlier, for those of you tuning in now. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I thought this tutorial would be a little bit more complicated, but it was definitely a little more straightforward, mostly because, I got it all on notes. Got my little post-it notes. But yeah, if you want to, take this to the next level or dive into like how to use this effectively, be sure to check out my premium course that I have available. It teaches you how to create and design video content for your brand. It'll help take your videos. It'll show you how to make great videos for social media, and it'll help take your videos to the next level in terms of making them stand out more. This is definitely a way to make your videos stand out. If you can find a way to just like adhere like all my tutorials that you find on YouTube, and attach my course along with it, you'll learn like exactly what it's going to take to make videos and create a system and see how long it takes to make each video and build templates for, having your brand on point for each video as well. If you pair my course with those tutorials and you stay up to date on everything that I'm putting out there, it'll help you tremendously, because my goal is to help brands grow and succeed. So That's why I'm doing this right now. That's why, I built this, my premium course. But yeah, you can check it out. The link's in the description, or you can go to paredits.com/createvideo-premium. Create video is one word. You guys really need to check out that course. If you want to hear more about it, you can check out my last live stream when I was talking about what it's like to be a video producer, because that really dives into like how to grow, as a video producer, and why you need to learn video and why everyone needs to learn video. Like literally everybody needs to learn it, because so many people are using it on their phones now, and people are getting a lot better. So if you can use my course to stand out above all the rest of the people that are getting really good at video, all the power to you. So yeah, thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. I did, because I don't know, I love lights and optical flares, and it's just great to me. Thanks again for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.